Boxing truth here. More bad news for Adrien Broner. He was stripped of his Super World title of the WBA after failing to make weight. He came in at almost a half pound over the 140-pound limit. Didn't bother to try to re-weigh in and try to make the weight. He immediately chugged on a Gatorade and decided not to make the weight, and therefore he has to pay it. Well, it's been reported. It's not confirmed by some writers that he had to pay an extra $50,000 to Ashley Theophane in order for this fight to go ahead as scheduled. And when this fight was announced, Broner was placed as a heavy favorite. He's still a significant favorite into this fight, but a lot has happened since the fight has been announced. It's not a foregone conclusion anymore. Just a lot of issues going on with Adrien Broner. Doesn't seem to be focused. He's got an arrest warrant clouding his judgment. Could be affecting his focus on the fight. And it's just hard to say if he's in the best shape he could be. He's definitely not as good a shape as he was for his last fight against Khabib. I mean, he was in great shape for that fight, and it produced his best performance in years. His first stoppage win in over 2 years. His last stoppage knockout win was against Gavin Reese at lightweight. And as a result, Heyman hooked him up with that belt, got him an undeserving title shot against an inactive fighter, and he got gifted the belt only for him to fail to make weight for the second time in his career and to be stripped of a world title for the second time in his career for failing to make weight. So he got gifted the belt only just to give it back. So Team Broner definitely has to be disappointed. It was rumblings that Broner was having trouble to make the weight. They initially pushed the weigh-in start time back, and Adrien Broner showed up to the weigh-in an hour late, which means he was trying to make the weight, as possibly he could have been up to 5 pounds over the weight limit on the morning of the weigh-in, and he came in 0.4 ounces over, and he decided not to make the weight, and now he's been stripped of the title. He's now beltless. And the title can only be won by Ashley Theophane, as the WBA Super title is now vacant and up for grabs, and only Theophane can win it. It's been bad. It's been a bad few weeks for Broner. Mayweather went in on him again, and it's crazy what he said, because he pretty much summed up everything I said in a video I did about Broner about 2 months ago. And he pretty much summed up everything I said about Broner. Mayweather pretty much just told the truth about Broner. The hand-picked opponents. Every time he stepped up, he's lost. But for this fight, going into this fight, it's not a guarantee that Broner's going to win. I've been watching some tape of Theophane. He's an okay fighter. He hasn't fought anybody. That's the problem. He's 36 years old. He's experienced, got over 40 fights. He's taller than Broner. He's naturally bigger. He's fought as heavy as a welterweight. But the best fighter he's fought was a Pablo Cesar Cano, and he lost a split decision. He fought a green Danny Garcia early in his career as a prospect. He lost a split decision in that fight. He's a durable guy. He's not a bad fighter. He lets his hands go. He, sets things up with the jab. He likes to stay in the pocket. He likes to throw hooks to the body, right hooks to the body, double jabs. He can He can box off the back foot as well a little bit. The fight has ingredients for it to be. It should deliver some action because both guys like to stay in the pocket. And Broner, he's not a guy that uses his legs. He's not a boxer. He's not a mover. He doesn't like to fight off his back foot. That's not his style. He's at his best when he's in the pocket. He could be very effective because that's where he needs to be in order to land some of his signature shots. He likes to land his straight right hand. He likes to throw lead right hands. Sometimes he uses his jab as a rangefinder and shoot the straight right hand down the middle. He's very effective in that punch when he stays in the pocket. He likes to throw straight right hands to the body, lead straight right hands. He's gonna have to use his counter hook in this fight. That will probably be the most important punch of the fight for him offensively because Theophane is very open for the counter hook, especially when he throws his right hand. He doesn't keep his right hand, put his right hand back towards his chin to protect himself after he throws the right hand. So the counter hook is going to be one of the most important punches for Broner. Also, Broner needs to land that right uppercut of his. He looked good in his last fight. It was his best performance in years because he took the fight very seriously. He was in great shape. This time around, he's not in the best of shape. He had trouble making weight. It appears. Some say he was drained. So, plus the issues outside the ring, he's still bothered by Mayweather's comments, and he went really hard on him earlier on Fight Hype, trashed him. Just told it like it is. But I see a tough fight for Broner because Theophane's not going to lay down. He's going to come to win. He's going to throw a lot of punches. But Broner's still the faster opponent. He's still faster. He's a good counter puncher when he can be. He can be very effective from the pocket. He'll throw some pot shots, quick counters. He throws a good right uppercut and good counter hooks. He's gonna have to use that against Theophane. That will be an important, significant punch. It's gonna go the distance. I see it going rounds. Broner has a good chin. He's always shown in toughness in fights. When he gets hit, he could take a punch. He is tough. He's not easy guy to stop. He's never been stopped. And he's been in there with strong fighters. He's been in there with better opposition. I'm rolling with AB on this one. I'm not very confident he's gonna win this fight because the shit going on outside the ring. He lost his belt. Damn, man. Now he's beltless and he's got a live opponent in front of him. He's gonna come at him. He's gonna throw shots. But I got AB by decision. It's gonna go the distance. It's gonna be a tougher than expected fight. But I think Broner's a little quicker, he's fought better opposition. He's the more talented fighter. He's faster, more athletic. And I also want Broner to win just to see him talk shit after the fight, possibly during the fight if he's doing very well. And maybe he'll call out Floyd Mayweather. And then he'll have to turn himself in to the authorities in Ohio. This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.